Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate you and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the fair act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. It was one of them nights, y'all. I had to just let it out, okay? I had to, okay? It's so much, it's so many fence riders in this world, y'all. People playing both sides. We got so many, moderators they sending over to your pages to keep up mess. Play both sides, run to other people's page, come to your page, leave comments, go back to the other page. It's just so much evilness going on in the world today that it's a sad thing. I appreciate everybody telling me to be careful. I want you all to be careful too, because the streets don't love nobody, y'all. And it's as simple as that. When you're out here, on the YouTube streets or whatever social media sites or whatever it is, okay? One thing you have to think about, you have to put yourself in these family members' places, and you have to think about one thing, and this tells you how to separate the real from the fake, okay? If you have a problem with being that type of person that don't know who to go, believe or this and that and that and this, one thing that helps me is I put myself in certain, family members' places. And I feel like if I had a family member that I lost and I was on social media putting the word out, the truth out about things that happened, and I wanted help from, the public, one thing that I know for sure, if I put a story out about a family member and other bloggers put that same story out and just spread it the word, that helps get the word out, y'all. That helps spread a message that you need help with whatever, you need help with. And just remember that, okay? If a blogger comes on social media and they start off acting like they want justice for someone, and then it turns into this person is copying off of my content, this person copying off of me, that and that and that, and just pettiness, that means they're in it for the wrong reason, y'all. Okay? Because the one thing that you want to do is spread the word if there's injustice. You wouldn't care about who's talking about the story as long as it's being put out. But when you nitpick and it gets to a point where you're saying people are copying off of me, then you're making it about your own self, y'all. So just think about that, okay? Who wants to spread words and take up for Dolph and take up for Mo3, and then when somebody else, reports on a story, people come back and say, oh, they're copying off of my content. It's not about the bloggers. It's not about the subscribers. It's not about the fans. It's about the victims, y'all. It's about people that's out here. Things are happening to them. And, it's being brushed under the rug. So if 1,000 people had the same story out on YouTube, then you're getting the word out that there is a lot of injustice going on. It's a lot of corruption going on. And this is the type of stuff you want people to spread around, that people are not doing their jobs, that's got these really big jobs out here, these high authorities. You want to spread the message of these record labels that's taking these guys out when they need, a couple of millions here and there. You want to spread the word of people that's working together, because you need to know who's all's working together. When people come to your page and they have a problem with you outing people, or, oh, you getting into it with everybody, I've always been the type of person that rather be on the outside looking in than on the inside with the crowd that's doing wrong. I've always lived up to that. And I don't care what crowd I'm in. If I see something that ain't right with it, I'm not with it. And I back away from it. If I see a blogger that seems as if they're lying, I'm going to say something about it. Especially, I wouldn't have even probably said anything about, this blogger. But when you send people to my page and you have trolls coming over in my messages, in my emails, telling me that, you're copying off somebody, and I've been on here before that person was on here. And what is copying off somebody when everybody is talking about the same subjects on different pages? The pettiness that's on YouTube is real, y'all. Okay? And I don't want y'all to think that, people is taking me, somewhere I don't need to be. That's me. I can jump in and out. It does not matter. I can jump in that mode with them, and I can jump right back in my mode and get back on my business. They ain't stopping nothing. Okay? I am hearing some things. I'm hearing that somebody that has their face covered, could possibly be a part of CMG them camp. Okay, y'all? And it's all a play. This is what I'm hearing. So I'm going to say word on the street because I don't know exactly for sure. But I can believe it, y'all. Okay, I've seen this happen with Mo3 case. That people that were, covering the story were acting like that they were concerned about Mo3, and crime on the street. And then you find out later that they're mingling and tingling with the ops that helped took out Mo3. And they are part of, this whole little circle of people to confuse people. And now I'm seeing it with Dolph. And it's hard to just be quiet about those things, y'all. That's it. I am fine. For everybody that's sending me messages and emails asking me, am I okay? I am fine, y'all. I am. This is a part of life. Either you're going to, sit back and let people bully you, or you're going to open your mouth and you're going to say something. It's as simple as that, okay? I have been, I look through a lot of messages, and sometimes it's, I slip up when, people get past me, and they, they're on this page and they're on that page, and, the disrespect is real. But one thing I know for sure, God don't like ugly. And when you follow people that's about this Illuminati stuff, and when you follow people that's disrespectful to women, and you follow pages that's talking about, suck this, lick that, and all of this, and then you run to somebody else's page, and, they done woke up the beast, and this and the that, and then you go back to the other page, y'all, backstabbers and snakes are everywhere. Okay, y'all, they're everywhere. It does not matter if they're on YouTube. It does not matter if it's your family member. People see you doing good or whatever. People want to come for you. Okay, and it's as simple as that. When a person is arrogant and they just come on the scene and they act like, it's all about them and nobody else matters. That's the problem that I have. People came to my page and it's like, oh, you jealous because attention. It's not about attention. It's about, people was doing this before other people came on here. Okay. And when they come on here and they get disrespectful and they acting like, oh, I want to challenge the other bloggers. When they do things like that, it's all about them. It's not about the person that they're saying. It's not about Dolph. It's not about none of that, because you come in defending people that has been lined up with all of this mess from the jump. Even before Dolph, even before Mo3, there were so many people passing away, y'all. Okay? From the same record label. So many people passing away. And then it's certain months that they passed away in from these certain record labels. This all lines up. And they wanted to line up like that, because they wanted to put it in your face at the same time, the nan and the nan, and let you think that, they're getting away with something. It doesn't matter what you all are saying, we still out here. They like to boast it in people's faces, y'all. Okay? So this is how, sometimes you have to step back and you have to realize that, if you cannot, if you don't have the mindset because it's a lot of, I see it's a lot of little kids on YouTube. Little kids or grown people acting like little kids. And, you know, you have to separate the real from the fake. It's no other way to do it. You have to. And I do know this. I know people like drama. I know people like people getting into it. That's not my thing. But I am going to stand up to people. I'm not, if that's how people feel, like, oh, you get into it with everybody, that's fine. I get into it with people that's full of it, okay? If I feel I'm wrong about something, I come on there and I say it. It's just like when me and Rose Gold, I thought she was talking about me or whatever, because it seemed that way, and I didn't see the other video and all of that other stuff. We squashed that as women, and we went on about our business. She still mentions me. I still mentions her. That's the difference between grown people, okay, and these little kids, okay? Pay attention to the so-called men that go after the women on here, okay? The disrespect. I've even had this sauce guy, and he came to my page talking about give him a shout out and left a message. And then I goes to his video, and he's talking about me in the most disrespectful way. And he started off talking about another blogger. They getting into it back and forth and start bringing out, his little truths with his baby mama and all this other stuff. But a lot of people on here, it's a lot of people on here that's starting new pages, and good luck to them, the ones that's doing it for the right reason. But it's a lot of people that's on here starting new pages just to keep up more bull crap. It's a lot of people that's starting pages that's so disrespectful and don't have no kind of morals. And you know what? That comes from home training, y'all. You don't get on YouTube and you talk the way you talk about women, and your whole comment section is lit up talking about she can put this in her mouth and she could this and that. That goes to show you the type of mindset you're dealing with. And when you have grown women, working full-time jobs and doctors and nurses and all kind of stuff, and they're logging in to people like this and listening to this and upholding this kind of mess, these are the type of people are fond of their own kind. So don't think I'm getting distracted by things. I love what I have going on over here. I have grown folks over here. I have people that's respectful over here. And I try to keep it respectful. But sometimes, you have to just let stuff out. Because if you just hold stuff in, that's how some people get depressed. Sometimes you just, you explode on the wrong people that, ain't even trying to do nothing to you. And you have to let it out sometime. No matter how you're going to do it, you have to let it out. And I see a lot of people be quiet about things. And I've noticed that I've got a lot of messages of people saying the same thing that I was saying, that they notice a change in people. They start off sincere, and then they end up the arrogance about it. Oh, I want to challenge all the bloggers. What is the purpose of coming on here acting like you're for Dolph when you want to challenge other bloggers? It's not even really about Dolph. If this is how you're coming. And then for your trolls to be, you sending out your trolls. That's another thing that lets you know when, some of these bloggers are just full of it, okay? You can blog on your own page. You can say what you want on your page. You can do your own thing on your page. You don't have to send people purposely to other people's page because you're blocked because you're disrespectful. And you're blocked on their page. So you send other people to listen and put up a good comment so that they can come back and talk about you on this other person's page. This is what's going on. And like I said, people think they're getting away with the things that they're doing, but karma is real. And it doesn't matter how it comes, when it comes, but it comes. That's one thing. A lot of these subscribers out here, they're petty. A lot of subscribers are petty. Okay, especially when they're going from page to page and just keeping up mess. I like the fact that there are a lot of subscribers that do go to pages just to see what they're up to and come back and let you know what the hell is going on. But when you're a person that's, just keeping up stuff purposely, going back from page to page and trying to throw people off of their storylines or take them off of what they're doing or saying, then that lets you know that the page that they're coming from is not a good page, y'all. It's not. I have so many people coming from Mr. Boom Boom's page over here, just to listen to what I'm talking about, then run back and tell him. If you need to send out people to go to other people's pages and stuff, then, your page is not all that in the first place, because you need to go, you got to pull from other people's pages to have something to talk about. Your page is not that good if that's what you have to do. Not only is that not good, you're not on your stuff like you really supposed to be if that's what you have to do. I've never told my subscribers, go check out his page or her page and see what she's talking about and come back and let me know. That sounds so petty and it's so childish. I've never had the urge to go up and down somebody's comment section if they say something that I don't like and go, harass their subscribers' comment section. That in itself seems so petty. And then I have people coming on here talking about, that guy is a fed. And feds don't act like that, y'all. That's childish. That you're up and down somebody's comment section, leaving comments in their, subscribers' comments. If you're going to come to a page and leave a comment, fine. But for you to want to go up and down the comment section of other people's comments, that's the most pettiest thing that I've ever seen in my life. It seems like you're dealing with straight up kindergartners and grammar school kids. And these people are, in their 30s, 40s, some probably in their 50s. And this is what they're doing. So just imagine what their kids are doing. Just imagine what it's like to go to school, your kids to go to school with their kids. It's not a good look. If they act like this on YouTube, then you know what they're acting like in real life. And, the stuff that's coming out about a lot of these bloggers, everybody has a past. That's true. But it's up to you if you want to change your past and be a better person. And it's up to you if you want to stay in that path and just be petty all the time. You see now why some of the bloggers got so many kids and baby mamas and ain't taking care of their kids on YouTube, causing all kind of ruckus. People just got remonetized again, okay? And they starting right back on the same crap again. They act like they was hurting out here on these streets, trying to sell cars, selling cards, video games, on everything, on eBay, all kind of stuff they were doing, trying to just keep their ends meeting to pay the bills and stuff. And soon as they get remonetized, they're right back on the same crap again. People just don't learn. A lot of people don't learn. And a lot of people they're just petty like that, y'all. It is what it is. Okay? But I want y'all to think, I don't want y'all to think that, they're taking me off track about anything. Because every time I feel like I'm, getting down to something, it seems like that's when, the drama starts and everything. I have been ignoring things. I don't want people to be like, oh, because people came to my comment section and they was like, oh, you, the only reason why you going off and talking about this person is because they said, the wrong name. That sounds so stupid. That's not the reason why I went off yesterday. I started talking about this yesterday because I have received several messages from that page over there in my emails, in my comment sections. And this didn't just start yesterday. Okay, y'all. This has been going on for a minute. And I just been ignoring people popping in on my comment section saying, stop copying off of people. Stop this, And I'm like, what is they talking about? Because I have not been watching that page. The only time I watched that page when, that school stuff came up and I was like, the music and, music takes you to places. I keep telling you, you have to be careful of certain music because it's not the beat, it's the message that's coming from it. Okay. And, that's when I was into that over there. But when right after that and the Empire stuff came up, that was the straight turn off for me. And I just kind of walked away from that, And I think I came back to the page one more time and tried to support, and I just left it alone because I was like, no, it don't feel right. When something don't feel right, y'all, you get away from it quick. That's intuition is trying to tell you, okay? This is not the place for me. And you get away from it. You don't stick with something that you got doubts about. You just don't. If you have doubts about something and you thinking like something ain't right about this, then you walk away from it. That's what you do. And that's what I tried to do. And after I didn't even go back over there anymore, and I have not been copying off nobody's hit their content, which they're saying somebody copying off their content, which don't matter. If I put out a video about Mo3, I'm going to tell y'all this and I'm going to get off of here. If I put out a video about Mo3 and I believe it to be true 100% to, my capabilities and my research and tips that came in from people. When I put out a video about Mo3, I welcome anybody on YouTube to take that video and use, not just like play my whole video on their page, but go and talk about the same thing I talk about. Because I want the message to spread that there are people out here setting people up. I want that out here. If that's to be true, I want it out here. So I wouldn't be on here saying, you copying off my page, you saying the same thing I said. If this is your job to put the message out here, then you want it to spread. If you in the right mind, if your intentions are true about getting justice for somebody, you want people to spread that word. I would sound so stupid if I put a video out and then I say something about somebody, then somebody else go and say the same thing I said, and I'd be like, that person just copying off of me. What do that sound like to y'all? Just be perfectly honest. What do that sound like to y'all? That sound like I'm being petty. And a lot of these guys, they ain't got no home training, y'all. I sit back and I wonder, what type of mother did, Mr. Boom Boom have? What type of mother do, a lot of these bloggers have that's on here calling these women all out their name and all this stuff? What kind of mothers and fathers does these subscribers have that they follow these pages that disrespect women the way they disrespect them? And they sit there and they're moderators and they talk about a woman. If a person talk about another woman like that, and you're their moderators and this and that, they feel the same way about you. They just using you. But they don't have enough sense to know this. And it just makes you wonder, like, I know it's a lot of people out here that got parents that hooked on them sugar boogers, y'all. And they grew up in a household that they pretty much had to take care of themselves. And you see that now. You see it. It's all over YouTube. Because a lot of these people ain't had no home training. A lot of them. And this is why they're the way they are. Okay, this is why people can get mad at you because you say you want to branch off from them and they make 6 videos about you and talk about you and you ain't did nothing but said, I just want to branch off to myself. No disrespect, but you do you and I do me. This is why people can get on there and do these things. This is why people can call somebody's house and play on the phone and, with their mamas and this and that and think it's funny. It's not going to be funny when a few years, 10 years down the line and your kids are doing this stuff and drama's coming back to you from your kids, or somebody take your child's life because they're following in your footsteps. Y'all think about that, okay? But anyway, I just wanted to jump on here and say happy Friday. Be careful out here in these streets, y'all. It's going to be like a beautiful day today. It's supposed to be nice outside. And I just wanted to say hi to my subscribers, and I wanted to let you all know that I am fine. But from time to time, I'm gonna check somebody when I need to, okay? I know people are sending me people's videos that's probably saying stuff about me. I'm not even listening to the crap because I really don't care. I wasn't listening to you before, I just snapped. I'm not going to listen to you afterwards. I really don't care what they are saying because that doesn't matter to me. It really don't. It doesn't stop what I'm going to do over here. It's not going to stop anything that I got going on over here. Okay? And like I said, I want you all to keep in mind one thing. There are people digging into particular bloggers right now to find out some information on them because they need to be. I'm going to let you know that much. And there are, rumors going around that this particular blogger, is an opt of Dolph, not somebody that's for Dolph. So y'all pay attention to, the play that's being played on people, okay, right now. And, sooner or later, you got to show your face. And that's another thing I want to say, too. When a person got a mask on, y'all, they got something to hide, okay? So I want y'all to think about that, too. It's not always about they trying to protect themselves. Sometimes, the majority of the time, when a person got a mask on and you want to call out other people, but you got a mask on, that means you have something to hide, all right? And when you got something to hide, that means that you're not all on the up and up all the time, okay, y'all? So I just want y'all to think about that, all right? Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And everybody have a beautiful day, all right? Peace.